welcome back to another vlog. Not usually how I'd start a vlog mid-run, but it's such a glorious day. I landed in the UK yesterday and I came to my parents who live in the countryside in Surrey, and it is a beauty of a day. I mean, in fact, I think it's going to be a beautiful week ahead. For those of you who don't know, we are currently based in Lisbon just for over the summer period, but I've come back to the UK because I've got wedding dress appointments, I've got some social occasions, and I thought I'd just make a whole week of London living, but starting in the countryside. Very wholesome. I'm currently on a run in this place, basically a national park called Winkworth Arboretum, and it is so beautiful. I feel like I need to show you the views, but I need to go to a better viewing spot. Look at that for a view. The British countryside. Kind of crazy how hot it is, and it's not even 8 AM in the UK, but I'm here for it. It's bloody glorious. As lovely as this countryside has been, I am heading into Central. Can't say that's where I want to be when it's really hot weather like this, but I'm going to be in London for the week. I'm staying at my sister's who lives in Margate, so that they're basically the cool side of London. It's East London for those of you who don't know. Today I have an exciting day. I am heading to my wedding dress try on for my legal ceremony dress, which is really exciting because the last time I tried it on it was literally just fabric. I have mentioned this before in a previous vlog. I'm I'm creating every dress for my wedding from scratch, so I haven't actually really seen it on ever, so they're literally designing it as we go. So this won't be my last try on. My last try on will be in August, just before the legal ceremony, but this will hopefully start coming together a bit more and I'll actually be able to be excited about the dress, because so far I've just had this random fabric wrapped around me and trying to try and envision it and be as creative as possible, but hopefully today I'll start seeing it properly come together, which is really exciting. So for those of you who don't know as well, I'm getting married in Cape Town in November, but the legal ceremony is in August in Marylebone Town Hall. So yeah, really excited, really excited. And then after that I will be, I think, seeing my sister, and then don't know, I'll take you along with me, but I've got a lot of work to do, so I'll be doing that and finding a coffee shop somewhere, but then also lugging around a suitcase, a rucksack around central London and going on sweaty tubes. That part I am not excited about, but I need to finish off this run. I've got to leave in about half an hour, so I better get a wriggle on. Hello, so I have been running around London in the blazing heat with about 2 rucksacks, a suitcase and another bag. So not ideal when you're running around London in the blazing heat and using tubes and stuff like that. But anyways, successful wedding dress appointment. That was basically my penultimate wedding dress fitting before I collect it for the big day in August. This is my legal ceremony. I look so good. I'm so happy with it. Before I was literally just putting fabric on my body and trying to imagine it, but seeing it in the flesh was just so exciting. My sister came with me, which was so nice. That was a surprise, didn't expect her to come, so that was lovely. And now, like I said to you before, she's like the edgy sister. She's very cool, she lives in East London, and to top it all off, she has an art studio. So her side project or side hobby is painting art and creating art for people. So check her out, guys, if you're watching this and you're looking for any commissions. So I'm currently in Dalston at her art studio and she's painting away. I am sitting on the rooftop right now. The art studio is over here. So she basically does commissions for different people as a side hobby, which is pretty cool. morning, everyone. I have woken up in East London. I am staying at my sister's this week. I can't remember if I've even said or not. So we had a lovely evening just cooking dinner in her flat, which was so beautiful. The sunset was unreal. She always has such a beautiful sunset from her balcony. It was so lovely to catch up. I haven't been around hers in so long, so it was very overdue. This morning, got up, I went to the gym, did a bit of a conditioning strength session, and now I've just grabbed a little oat flat white at E5, which is a recommended coffee shop in East London. But yeah, I'm going to be exploring a bit more around this area, to be honest, this week, whilst I go and find places to work, grab coffee. I do love this area. I definitely am not cool enough to live around here, but it is very cool. All the lovely little holes in the walls, the coffee shops, that East London arty feel. Today I've got a bit of client work to do. I've got a call later on with our wedding planners, which is very exciting. Honestly, every time I have a call with them, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're actually one step closer to the actual thing, and this is kind of crazy. I think we're going to be discussing more about like the look and feel. Sorry for the plane noise. Sorry, that plane noise was actually very overwhelming. But yeah, today I think it's going to be more about the design of like the 3 days, which is very exciting. But instead of it just being like a mood board and all the things that we love, it's going to be a bit more like, what can we actually do with the budget that we have? So be a bit more of a realistic chat, shall we say, which is needed. And also we're kind of finalising our numbers. So logistically, because we're doing, I don't even know if I've even said this, but we're doing a whole 5-day itinerary because it's in South Africa. People who are coming over, we want to make it a trip and experience for them, which is very exciting, but that comes with a lot of logistics. All in all, going really well, and we're in good time, I feel, with it being like 5 months away. So I think it's all coming together really lovely. I'm sure I'll mooch around a little bit around these ends, and then later on this afternoon, evening time, I'm going for some picky bits at Clapham Common, actually, going all the way south to see some friends. The weather here is insanely hot, on the verge of a little bit too hot, but we move. And anyways, very excited to see them. And also one of the friends has just had a baby and I haven't seen him since I've been away, so I'm going to meet the baby for the first time. But as another plane is coming over, this is a perfect time to shut up, so bye. Hello, I have had such a productive afternoon. I've done lots of Wedman, I did client stuff, I did a bit of editing as well. So I never actually showed you my favourite place in North London, and it is just over, sorry, I've got to turn you around. This place here does the best brunch. I didn't have brunch today, I just had a coffee, but they also have like 3 other stores, or 2 other stores. They have like a Whole Foods place, and they have like a bakery / wine bar vibe too. So yes, I went into the Whole Foods place and spent my allowance on lots of yummy food for this evening. How are we all? I feel like I need to have a bit of a catch up. So last night I saw my friend's newborn. So sweet, isn't it? So crazy that these little humans are popping out of people I know. Like, what the hell? Popping out doesn't sound that great actually, does it? But respectfully, such a gorgeous little boy. His name is Rupert. I love that name, so we call him Roo for short. And then we went out for some drinks afterwards. So she lives basically opposite a pub, and so I met up with some of my sister and her husband's friends, and we had some drinks, and then we got a Lime bike back. And you might have noticed a new accessory on my hands. And now I've mentioned the word Lime bike, you probably can guess what happened. So, oh, it's so annoying. Lime bikes are so chunky. But essentially I fell off my Lime bike and I genuinely dived off the bike and skidded along the floor. So all my hands are like, yeah, ripped to shreds. My knee and leg are just all scabby, and even because I was wearing like just like a thin top like this, and even my ribs, you can see it a little bit like scabby there. Essentially I didn't see the curb, and I just mounted the curb and I flew off the curb. I knew it was going to happen before I did it, so I could see it. I was like, I just made the decision too late, flew off. My sister was behind me and said, that was so gracefully done, and you should definitely become a stunt woman. Don't know me, I feel like I always fall off my bike. So I fell off my bike in Lisbon, I fell off my bike in Dubai. That one wasn't even my fault, like someone actually fell onto me. I just seem to be the accident prone one. So it did make me think, seeing as my wedding is not that far away, that maybe I put the cycling on pause, because this would not be ideal on a wedding day. I should give them some air really, but at the same time I'm like, when I'm doing stuff, especially like washing my hair this morning, oh, it stings so much. Oh, I just feel like such a school kid. Like these sort of like that, like, sorry if you're a bit squeamish, but it's just a bit pathetic really, do you know what I mean? We jumped up, we made it home in one piece, we were all happy days. At least I'm used to falling off, so I'm able to get back on quite quickly. This morning we got up and I went to, so every Friday morning my sister runs with a couple of her friends. One of her friends actually away, around Vicky Park and then to Pavilion, which is the cafe, for a coffee and catch up. So I joined them on that run and it was really lovely. So I did about 8k totals as we ran back as well. So that was a beautiful start. They are currently watching the semi-finals, Wimbledon, which is very cool, very jealous. I went last year and it was such a British experience. If you've never done Wimbledon before, I highly recommend putting it on your list. It is so much fun, always such a good vibe, a very like proud to be British day. Today I'm actually just trying to cram in as much as I can because I've got quite a lot of editing to do, I've got client work to do. I am basically kind of going to be pretty busy this weekend, so I just kind of want to, yeah, tick all the boxes before I see my friends later on this evening for the start of her 30th celebration. So we're going to go out for some drinks and some dinners, about like 8 of us I think, and then tomorrow we're going to go to Margate, day trip to Margate. I've never been to Margate, but everyone says it's like a very like hippie vibe place, so that will be a lot of fun. But enough chatting, and that's a good update. But I just always have like a roller coaster of experiences, I feel, in my weeks and days. Like everyone goes, oh yeah, of course it was Rhiannon who fell off her bike, and like of course that happened to Rhiannon and her phone got stolen. If you saw my previous episode in Barcelona, I went to a Hindu and my phone got stolen. My phone got nicked, which is really annoying. It's always me, and then like it's really bad because Tom even says to me like every time you go away I'm always on edge, like what's gonna happen when Rhiannon's away from me? It just seems to all fall apart. But talking about Tom, he's on his stag do this weekend. He has literally just caught the flight. They are going to Cannes for the weekend, so I'm very excited to hear all about that. He's absolutely buzzing, he's very excited. So he'll be busy, I'll be busy, and then I'll catch up with him on Monday when I go back to Lisbon. So yeah, that was a big old word vomit, but I think a good one. Anyways, I will leave you guys and yeah, update you on my war wounds. Good evening. I am so sorry. I have literally been in a work hole, so I have not been able to leave this flat and go anywhere exciting. But it means that I have a fun-filled weekend ahead and I can't wait. Like I said to you previously, we're going to meet my friends because it is such a glorious day today. We're going to have some aperols, of course, like why would you not on a day like this, and then go for some dinner. Really excited. I will show you my mismatch of an outfit. So basically I made this dress into a skirt. It is the most mainstream dress from Zara. So this brown skirt is actually a dress, but I just like folded it over with this asymmetric top. This is from Nobody's Child, this is from Zara. And then these Nobody's Child sliders or sandals, whatever you would call them. You know when you do something like a little bit more adventurous, I'm like, is this actually going to be comfortable? I mean, who knows, but it's nice, it's fine, it works, it does the job, alongside my lovely scabs, which I need to get plasters for. No handshaking today, that's for sure, just fist pumps. That's how I greet people now. Not that I would ever handshake someone actually, to be honest. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and head to Hackney. Hello, good morning. I am up and off to Margate for part 2 of the birthday celebrations. So we celebrated in Hackney area with a small group of us. We went for Aperols and then we went to this beautiful dinner spot called Brat Crimson Arch, I think it is. And it's basically like an open kitchen vibe, indoor-outdoor feel, like that perfect balance between it being good food but actually quite a relaxed atmosphere. So it was so lovely, the food was amazing. And now, like I said to you, part 2 of the celebrations is a bigger group of us are going to Margate for the day before we come back to London to watch the football because England are playing. So yes, that's a quick update before I jump on a tube, but I'll check in with you soon. Bye.
Later that day.
Good morning. It is Sunday. I have woken up very tired, very sleepy, but all for good reasons because this weekend has been so much fun. We went to Margate. I've never been to Margate before, and it was such a cool, like, hippie-ish town, beach town, but it was wild because it was like boiling hot in London, like 30 degrees hot. And then we got the train to Margate and it was cloudy and so cold. So much so I had to even go to the charity shop to buy a jumper because I was literally, my lips were going blue. But the sun did come out at around 2 p.m. We went for like a swim, sauna, ice bath vibe to start, which was lovely, and then we went down and had some like fish tacos and stuff like that by the beach, and then after that we hopped on the train back to London to watch the England game, which was so good. And once again, it's coming home. I hate saying that, it makes me cringe. I am up this morning, slightly hungover, very sleep deprived, I feel, actually, but I'm getting my hair done. My last time getting my hair done before I become a wife. That sounds so weird to say. My legal ceremony for my wedding is in August. There's one guy that I always trust with my hair, and he doesn't actually live in London. He comes in and out of London all the time, so I've just like coordinated with him to do my hair today, this afternoon, before I head back to Lisbon tomorrow. So yeah, packed all my stuff. I've got so much stuff with me. It seems to be not as hot today. I hate like trekking around London with so many bags. All in all, as you can tell by my voice, it has been a very fun weekend, but I'm tired. That's not something to complain about. Updates on my hands, they are still very much healing. Gorgeous, lovely. But yes, that's my update so far. Let's go into London and sort my hair out. I'm literally just gonna go for a trim, and I always get a balayage and he does it so well, and that's why I always go back to him, because I've had my balayage done by other people and it just becomes very stripy and just not natural, whereas he's just very good at what he does. So I'll show you and I'll take you along with me.
I tried the original.
I hope you can hear me because it is so windy today, which is actually a blessing in disguise because it has been so hot. But I'm back where we started, at my parents'. Just did a little country run. I can actually share you my updates with my hair. You probably won't be able to see because it's so windy. It is very bright at the moment. Like, I always feel like after I've had my hair done, I need to like wash it a few times. But I always go with balayage because it is the most cost effective, because I get it done only twice a year. I actually don't know if you can even hear me. This is so windy. Always go for balayage because it grows out so nicely. I used to get highlights, you just get massive roots always. Whereas balayage, I get maximum twice a year. Sometimes I even do it just once a year because I'm such a low maintenance girl. I'm going to walk and talk. 10k in the bag. Oh, you can see my hair a little bit better here actually. So yeah, it's really natural. I don't like to put too much bleach in it, but yeah, like I said, a couple of washes and it will be like the perfect kind of blend, should we say, which is why I've done it a month before our legal ceremony, so it has time to like die down. I actually had a thought in my head thinking, I'm feeling quite good. For those of you who don't know, I've been basically nursing an injury for like 2 years, and it's just one of those injuries that has just developed over time. So therefore it takes a while for it to go. It's basically just like another version of runner's knee, which is just repetitive overload, but it's also just impacted the cartilage. Been dealing with that for a while, which has been very frustrating, but today I had a bit of like a light bulb moment thinking, you know what, I reckon by next year I can start to maybe apply for some races and start doing that, because I have really missed that. I really have. I haven't raced since October 2024. That was Chicago Marathon. It's been a while, but I feel like after our wedding, that could be my next goal. Fingers crossed. But you don't want to get too ahead of yourself or get too cocky, because it will just bite you in the bum later on. Also, side note, I get so many messages about where my running kit's from, and they are all from, I say all, most of my running kit and gym kit, to be honest, is from LSKD. Maybe I should pop you down somewhere. This might be, oh yeah, definitely not working. This could work. Oh, I think we're in. Once I discovered this running kit, I have literally never looked back. It is so comfy and perfect for running, but they also have like real nice gym sets as well. So many different colours. Actually, ignore this sports bra. This sports bra actually isn't from LSKD, but these shorts are. And these shorts are basically my go-to style of running kit. You know, we just want to have some loose, floaty shorts that actually feel comfortable. Also ones, it's very busy for somewhere that is literally, there's no one around. When you're looking for like shorts that aren't like high-waisted, they don't come on the hip. I have a ton of different styles of these, which I love. And running belt-wise, I always wear a Salomon running belt, which is also very, very comfy and doesn't just like rise up. But maybe if Rhiannon starts racing a little bit more, I'll start documenting this and showing what I do, what I wear, and all that jazz. And these headphones are also from Shox Open Pro. I also rate these, especially when you're out and about, so you can hear the traffic and around you, but also hear your music. So yeah, it's a good combination of both. But I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to round up this vlog. Seeing as we started here at the beginning of this vlog, I feel like this is the perfect place to end. I am flying to Lisbon later on this evening, back to see Tom, and I can't wait to hear everything about his stag do. The next vlog, we are going to be travelling outside of Lisbon, outside the city centre, and exploring around it. We're going to go on a road trip, we're going to be in nature, we're probably going to go on a hike. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because I'm so excited to explore around Lisbon, because I've heard incredible things. Be sure to subscribe so you stay up to date when the next episode is live. Please do like, comment, share, because I really do appreciate the support. Pester away of where I should go in Lisbon even. If you've got any recommendations like around the area that you think is really good, please do spam away. But thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Not as easy as it sounds. Gosh, we're only at the start. I'm already laughing. This weekend's plans might have to change ever so slightly. Why do coffee shops open so late? So I'm hoping we're going to be able to do everything that we plan to do in Sydney.
It's like a Greg's sausage roll. Let me just around. Please. Oh my fuck, that did just pop up.
It was everything we imagined.